Hi YouTube, it's Lena, and yes, I did dye my hair purple finally. I went and did my roots and everything. It is so dark. Ah! I actually really like it, but it came out a little darker than I was thinking. Anyways, it is time for Empties. It's actually so full that it doesn't close anymore, which is a very good time to actually do my empties. And yes, I know, my hands are purple. I totally had gloves on when I dyed my hair, but then when I was rinsing it out, and you know, you're massaging it all in, and suddenly, oh my god, my hand's freaking purple! Yay! Actually, it mostly came off my arms, but which is good, because I was covered. Anyways, what you're actually here for, empties. First off, I just finished this today. I finished a lot of this today because a lot of it is like hair dye related stuff, or like I used a special conditioner and everything. First is the Bodycology Charmed Apple Foaming Body Wash. I got this from Walmart. It does smell really nice. Yeah, totally got that green apple thing going on, but for it to claim to be conditioning and hydrating honey and aloe vera, I did find that this dried out my skin. It is not hard to dry out my skin, but this did it, so I would probably not repurchase, even though, like I said, I really like the scent. I also have the body spray floating around here somewhere, which is like almost totally full. Let's see, I actually finished a shampoo before I finished a conditioner, which is really weird for me. But I have the L'Oreal Paris Advanced Hair Care. This is the Color Vibrancy one. I do really like these. I do think they help keep my color lasting a little bit longer. But I do like bleach my hair under this, so stuff sticks to it a lot better anyway. Up to 8 weeks of color vibrancy. I do think that's true. Like I said, this is the shampoo. The conditioner is still in my shower. It somehow outlasted the shampoo. I don't know how. Let's see. Here is the bleach that I use. It is the Blue Kaleidoscope's Tonal Powder Lightener. It's a powder, obviously. You have to mix it in with the toner stuff that I still have in my bathroom. Lightens up to 5 levels and adds cool tones for black to medium blonde hair. I don't know about cool tones, but it definitely did a good job bleaching my roots out, because you guys saw earlier videos, you know that I really needed to do my roots, much less color my hair again, but this works really well. I get this from Sally's Beauty and it's good stuff. You can also get this in like giant tubs, but I just picked this up as a packet for a one-time use because next time I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna pay a professional to do it. Yeah, I saved money on doing it myself, but it took me like 4 hours to do everything I needed to do to my hair today. Speaking of everything I needed to do to my hair today, I did use up a box of the Color Oops hair color remover. You can get this at Walmart for like $9.99. I think you can get it at like Walgreens and stuff too. This stuff gently removes permanent and semi-permanent hair color. Takes over 20 minutes, safe and easy, ammonia-free and bleach-free, recolor the same day. I was able to recolor the same day, so that's good. This stuff smells so bad. Oh my god, it smelled so bad. Oh, it almost killed me to keep it in my hair. It didn't burn terribly or anything like that, which is good. It's definitely like one of the only things you can get from the drugstore that can remove hair color, at least as far as I know of. I'm sure there's something else in Sally's that you can totally use, but I don't know. I have another box of this because I thought it would take 2 boxes and it wound up only taking 1, but I don't know if I could handle using this again. It smelled that bad. Totally does what it's supposed to do. I'm not knocking the product itself. It just smelled really bad. Let's see, this is what I used on my hair after I dyed the living piss out of it. My hair is so dry right now, you won't even believe it, even after I used this. It is the Haas Keratin Protein Soothing Deep Conditioner. I actually got this from a Beauty Box 5, which shows you how long I've had it. I do like these. They're really good deep conditioners. They also have a Moroccan oil one that I've used before that a friend of mine sent me. Softens and prevents damage in weak and damaged hair, which I definitely have going on right now between the Color Oops and the rebleaching of my roots. Next time, moving on the back. They smell really nice, and it only costs like $1 or $2 at the drugstore, so I definitely recommend it. I just don't think I was quite able to keep up with all the crap I did to my hair today. Okay. I have the hair dye that I used. I actually used 2 bottles of this, but the other one I think might still be in my bathroom. This is the Enraged color in purple plum. As you can see, it is covered with hair dye because I used it. I really do like this hair dye. It smells amazing. It smells like old school bubble gum. So that was definitely awesome after all the nasty, stinky stuff I had to put in my hair. This does work a lot better than the, I think it's called Splat, that you can get from like Walmart or Walgreens or whatever. I think this sticks around a lot longer in your hair. Or at least the green, the emerald that I used before did. And I'm hoping that the purple does the same because like I said, I really like it. I'm not going to set that on my desk because it will probably stain something if I do. I see something kind of random. This is from my husband. It's the Vitafusion Men's Complete Multivitamin Gummy. He finished off his bottle. I finished off mine last month because I'm better at taking them than he is. He really liked these. Right now, I'm at his desk so I can actually grab his stuff. I got him the Kirkland's ones. They are not separated by gender, so I don't know if that really makes a difference or not. And he seems to still really like them. His were covered with sugar. Like mine, like this, were not, but his were. And I thought that was really like a weird discrepancy. So, whatever. I went through a bag of cotton balls. Yay for me. Now I'm back to using cotton rounds like I prefer. Another thing from Brian. This is the Gillette Fusion Pro Glide Sensitive Shave Gel. He uses this on his face whenever he shaves, and I have used this in the past too. I don't usually bother with stuff on my legs, but every once in a while I use some, and it is really good. P&G puts out Gillette coupons every month, so you can always get like $1 off of these things or something. Plus, you know, sales that they do at the beginning of the month. I'm skipping around on my makeup because I have a lot of makeup, but I'm saving it for last. So that's why you're hearing like rattling every time I pick something out. I have another miniature of the Batiste Dry Shampoo in Extrovert and Bold Savannah. So there's that. I think this did smell really nice. Yeah, it does. I'm actually finding the more I use these little minis, the more I actually really like Batiste. I think I just didn't like the dark brown one that I had used before. But these actually are really nice. I'm starting to see what the hype is about. I have one more of these little minis that I have in my bathroom, and then I have a couple of other dry shampoos. They discontinued my favorite one, which was the regular Suave one, because apparently nobody can find it in stores anymore, so I can only assume they discontinued it. So I might, once I finally do run out of all the dry shampoos I randomly somehow managed to collect, I might pick up another Batiste. I know Walmart like only sells like the regular Batiste, and I think the blonde and the dark haired one, so I might actually go to like Ulta or something and pick up one of these, you know, kind of more scented, nice ones. Oh, here's something I finally used. I had a sample from Sephora of the two-step, let's see, what is this? It's an erase, it's a cuticle cream with AHA, and then a quench cuticle oil that I used up one night. This was okay. The erase was okay. I don't think it did anything super awesome though. I did actually really like the quench oil, which according to the back, like actually comes in like one of those little nail polish bottles that you actually like put on like nail polish. I know Essie makes something similar that is a little bit cheaper than $14, or at least I can get it a little bit easier than having to go to Sephora. That I think they are mostly the same, so I might try that out because even when my hands aren't stained purple, my nails are kind of crappy. Have an eye cream. I got this from Birchbox. It is the Balance Me Wonder Eye Cream. As you can see, I actually like cut it open and scraped everything out. This was okay. It's 99% natural, soothes, brightens, and lifts. I didn't think it brightened all too much. Let's see, I think this might be cruelty-free. I can't freaking read because I have bad eyesight, so don't quote me on that. But usually things that are like 99% natural usually come as cruelty-free too. But I didn't think it was anything special, and it's kind of expensive, so I wouldn't purchase that. Let's see. No, I'll put it on that. I have a bag of facial cleansing towelettes. I got this from the Dollar Tree. They are the Global Beauty Care Cleansing Cloths infused with vitamin A. It was 25 to a pack. These are okay. I didn't think they were anything special. They were only $1 though, so these were great for like cleaning swatches and foundation off the back of my hand because I mix foundations on the back of my hand. You think I'd get one of those palettes or something like that, you know, those little plastic things that are made for mixing foundations, so I wouldn't have to do it on the back of my hand, but I'm lazy. So it's great for cleaning up, you know, little mistakes and stuff like that, but I probably wouldn't purchase these to use on my face again. Ooh, something I hated. The Jouer Essential Lip Enhancer. This is actually not empty. I can't use this up. I got this in Ipsy in January, and I was really excited to get it because I've never tried anything from Jouer before, but if their conditioning lip treatment is anything like is representative of their brand, I would never want to try anything else by them. I hated this. It felt kind of weird on my lips, like it made them tingle in like the numbing fashion, and it tasted like butt. I couldn't handle it, and of course when you slap it on at night to try and condition your lips, you're gonna accidentally get some in your mouth, so I got it every time I tried to use it, so I couldn't handle it. And like I said, didn't even finish using it up. I'm throwing it out. I can't stand it. I would never buy it. I would never recommend it, but of course this is not my personal opinion, because I know that's worked for other people. Let's see. It looks like almost everything I have left, other than two things in my hand, are Project Pan, finished blank by blank, or just makeup in general. So finish this today, trying to soothe out my hair. It is the BB Repair Bumble and Bubble Blow Dry Serum and Cream to repair hair with every blow dry. Just this little sample that I got from Ipsy, and the paper stuck to the back of it. I wasn't even intending on trying to use this up right away. I wanted to use it up this year, but I wasn't like concentrating on it, but I just gooped a bunch of it in my hair trying to make it feel like human hair again. It was nice. I use the Pantene Pro V BB 10-in-1 stuff on my hair usually, so I have yet to find anything that performs better than that would constitute me paying these exorbitant prices, so I will keep buying my Pantene. Another thing I got from Ipsy, I got it this month actually, is the Glam Glow Bright Bud Eye Treatment. This is one I got from Ipsy, like I said. It comes in these little pods. Honestly, you can use one of these to 2 eyes because this was a little too much for both my eyes actually. But I do think this is really nice. I don't think it's worth the like $70 to get a pack of like 12 of these. I did find a pack of these in TJ Maxx recently for $20, and that I was willing to pay, so I picked it up then, but I wouldn't pay the full price, but these are really nice. I do think they do something for your eyes. They do something for mine anyway, so I really like it. I just don't think it's worth $70, but if you can catch it for like the $20 at TJ Maxx, excuse me, totally do it. This was my beauty sponge from Real Techniques. I don't know how it got marker on it, but I do like these. They're $5.99. I found them at Walmart recently, you know, because Walmart carries Real Techniques, so I don't even necessarily have to go to Ulta anymore. And I cut it open out of curiosity to see if like tons of makeup had gotten in there, but it actually didn't, so I guess I've been taking care of it pretty well. The only thing I don't like about these, they tear up kind of easily. I mean, for $5.99, I'm not that surprised. And I've heard that the Beauty Blender, which is like $20 for a sponge, lasts a lot longer. And I could get them with my Birchbox points, so once I save up enough, I might take the plunge and get a Beauty Blender and do a comparison. I did buy a new one though. Let's see. Okay, on to... Let me do these couple of things first, and then I will get on the makeup. I have a Fol de Joie perfume sample. I've been trying to use up my perfume samples and finish 7 by Spring. I got this from Birchbox. This one actually broke. That's why there's a little bit in the bottom of it. Like, it'll spray at kind of random and it gets stuck in the down portion. I do like this. I'm not sure I have a thing about paying full price for perfumes usually, so I don't usually buy them unless they're in like those little kits you can get at like Christmas. But they just smell really nice. Super florally, so if you don't like florally things, you're not gonna like this, but it was okay. I did finish my other body butter that I haven't finished, 5 by Cinco de Mayo. Just a little miniature body butter sample from the Body Shop. It is in glazed apple. It's just this, you know, green apple smelling thing. Obviously I like the scent of green apples. This has a really sweet note to it as well, because I think it's supposed to be like, you know, a candied apple scent. I do really love the body butters from the Body Shop. And if you have dry skin, I really do recommend them. I know that they are like $20 for a full size, but for one, the full size is huge. And 2, they always do sales, like buy 2, get 2 free, so you're only paying like $10 a piece for them. And 3, you can usually find some of these scents at TJ Maxx for $5.99 a piece. So you could definitely get around paying full price for them. This is something I got from Birchbox. It is the Essilor Firming Collagen Day Cream. This I added to my Finish 7 by spring because I finished up a bunch of stuff. It is all gone, thank God, because it's got a really grandmotherly smell. I think it's some kind of floral notes that I'm just not really into. But this was really heavy. I actually had to use this at night because if I tried to use this under makeup, it would mess up my foundation. So I would not use this again, but while the rest of my body is really dry, my facial skin is really oily, so I had to be careful with what I used. It didn't make me break out or anything, which is good. It was really heavy, and I didn't like that. Okay, so the rest of this is all makeup, which is awesome. I have the NYX Matte Finish Long-Lasting Setting Spray. This is, I think, $6.99 at CVS, because I ran out of whatever it was I was using before this. And I decided to try the next one, and it's actually really good, and I do recommend it. It does pull off the matte finish thing. I personally think it's comparable to the Urban Decay setting spray, although you get a lot less, so I don't know how the prices kind of even out once you take that into account. It is 2.03 flowing ounces or 60 milliliters, so there's that. I do recommend it though. I have 2 mascaras. They are both from Ipsy, actually, because that's where I apparently get a lot of my mascara. And the NYC Big Bold Curl Mascara. This is really nice. I think it's like $4.99. Has one of those curved brushes. I don't know how well you could see, but I promise they are curved. But it did make my lashes curl really well. I did really enjoy it. I would both recommend it and purchase it again. So that's always good. It dried out before I could use it all up, plus it kind of hit that 3-month mark. This one dried out before I could use it all up, even though it was only at 2.5 months. It is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes sample. These samples are still like $10, by the way, so this still costs a lot of money. And here is the brush. Kind of a simple brush, really. I had been really excited to try this, and I actually do really like it. I do think it gives a nice curl and volumizing to the lashes without being super over the top, so if that's not your thing. Tarte is also kind of a more natural brand, so if you're concerned about, you know, ingredients that are in your makeup, that Tarte might be the way to go. I'm not sure if this is worth the $19 to $20 that the full size is, but it was really nice, and if I would definitely use like a sample that I got in a palette or something like that again if I ever bought a Tarte eyeshadow palette. So I'd be happy to use it again. I'm just not sure if I would pay the full price to get a full size one. Okay. This is a sad one. My husband got me a Stila in the Garden palette for our, not our anniversary, but that's coming up soon. It was for Valentine's Day, and I love the palette, and it came with this gorgeous Stila smudge stick and starfish. Very pretty color, goes great with the palette. The thing broke. Like, I know that with smudge sticks, you can't twist them all the way up and expect them to go back down. Well, mine stopped twisting up, and I tried to take it apart and make it work, and I just broke it worse, and that really made me mad. But he got it from Amazon because they discontinued the In the Blank palettes, Stila did, to start a new kind of palette for some reason. But this made me really sad because this was a really pretty color and it went really well with all of the kind of like flowery green colors in the garden palette. And I only got to use it a couple of times before it broke. And these smudge sticks are actually kind of expensive. Another one of these in the color Tetra from what is it called? In the whatever palette, I don't know, it's the purple one. See, in the note, in the light, in the garden. I can't remember that one and I own it, that's sad. Okay. I have another thing from my finish. 5 by Cinco de Mayo. I finally did finish this and I'm so happy about it. It's the e.l.f. Hyper Shine Lip Gloss in Bare. I mean, you can kind of see what color it was. It was just kind of a nude lip gloss, but it doesn't put anything out anymore, so I can't use it anymore. I do actually really like these lip glosses from e.l.f. Like, you think you don't get a ton of product, but it lasts longer than you would expect. It did last me a couple of months, like with actual like regular usage. So I would definitely purchase this again. This is only $1 and you can get them either off their website, you can get them at Target. Some Walgreens sell e.l.f., certain Walmarts sell e.l.f. Most of them sell only the studio line, but I have seen some Walmarts sell the one essential line. Some of them sell the essential line too. And the rest of these are all Project Pan makeup empties, which is cool. First, I have found a BB cream, technically. It is the Maybelline Dream Pure BB Balm. It is the one with the salicylic acid in it. I did cut it open to get the rest of it out. My shade is in light, and I have definitely used it all up. And even though I have oily skin and most BB creams don't really agree with me, my face did not immediately eat this within an hour, which is pretty impressive. I was actually mixing this with a darker tinted moisturizer so that I could use that up, but this wound up getting used up in the process. I do really like it and I would recommend it to other people. I'm not sure if the 2% salicylic acid can do a lot for your skin, but if you have acne, it cannot hurt. As long as your skin gets along with salicylic acid, of course, because I know some people's it does not. I would definitely purchase that again in the future once I go through a few more of my foundations. See, I have the NARS Laguna Bronzer sample and it is completely cleaned out. I had to repress it twice to finally use it up. And I really love this bronzer. I like to use it for contour, even though it has a little bit of shimmer in it. It didn't translate onto my face too much. It does work for bronzing up my skin as well. That's kind of how I wound up using up the last little bit of it. I do want to buy a full size of this, but I have some other bronzers that I kind of want to power my way through first, so it'll be a little while before I do that. Or I might buy it in the, duo of the Laguna bronzer and the Orgasm blush, because I've never tried the Orgasm blush and I want to. But I would definitely recommend this for a lot of people. If you have like my kind of light skin type, I'll say. I have an eyeliner. This is the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Waterproof Eyeliner Pen. That is what the pen looks like. A subscriber sent this to me last year, right after my house burnt down. But unfortunately, it has started to dry up, and even though it looks a little bit more black on camera than it is true to life, it has gone a lot more gray. So it was starting to skip on me, so I decided to call it a day on this. This was a part of my Project Pan, so I have to keep up with it. I do really like this, and even though this is like $19, I will probably wind up purchasing it again in the future. Although, if anybody knows of a drugstore dupe, please let me know, and I will happily try it. Almost done, almost done. I have the Ulta brow pencil in here. I don't know what color it was because I sharpened it down to the point where it didn't show it anymore and the last little bit of it popped out when I was trying to sharpen it. I actually really like this. I got this in the traveling makeup swap box and it's like $8, which kind of surprised me. This was $8.99. This is $10 because it's a sample, and this is $10 because that's, unless they tell you otherwise, $10 for a high-end makeup sample is usually a good guesstimate. So like I said, this was $8. I would definitely purchase it again in the future. Let me see if I can somehow pull a swatch out of it. Actually did manage to get a little bit of swatch. It's just this kind of tawny taupe color that Actually worked really well. Although I don't know if it would work really well for this because I have to actually go kind of dark on my eyebrows. Last thing, this is the Palladio Herbal Foundation Primer. It is $11.99, and as I do with a lot of these things, I cut it open so that I could get everything out of it. I admit, I am not a fan of these super silicone-y primers. I kind of like the slightly more lotiony ones instead. But I actually looked this up the other day so that I could tell you guys this. This has 6.674 fluid ounces. The Smashbox primer, which is exactly the same, I've tried them both. The miniature sample has 0.5 fluid ounces for $15, and their big size has 1 fluid ounce for $32. This is a better deal than both of them. If you like the Smashbox primer, and if you want a cruelty-free option, because I looked it up on their website, they say they are cruelty-free. If you want a at least less expensive option, hopefully a cruelty-free as long as they're not lying on their website, I would go for this over the Smashbox one. I know some people like to use the Monistat chafing gel in lieu of a primer, but if you're not comfortable with using a chafing gel on your face, but you really like the Smashbox primer, this might be a good alternative. Because while I don't personally really care for those type of primers, this performs exactly the same and it's less expensive. I know you can get this off the Ulta website. I'm not sure if they sell it in stores. Also, I know that Sally's Beauty Supply carries Palladio, but I don't know if they carry this or not. My sister sent this to me last year, and I definitely got her money's worth because I cut it open. It's gone. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it as always, and I will see you later. Bye!